Follow along with us today as we work on this piece and this piece. The first thing we are doing is we are starting with the staging. We are taking this dresser to the store today. So we're going to take some pictures. So we have a whole YouTube video on staging, but just for this video's purpose, I'm going to tell you why we picked the things that we picked for staging this. This color is called Dark Olive, and I really have found that people buy things according to the season, even if it's just a subliminal thing. So even though this color can be kind of used for any time of the year, I'm going to kind of tailor it to being for the summer season. So I picked these two prints that kind of have some green undertones to it, especially this one of the boat. I also have some smaller plants up here because I've got the olive tree, which just fit perfect with the color. Another thing is that with the pictures, when you have two pictures like this, the middle of it lines up right here. So you're not going to take it and it's going to be centered according to the middle of these two. And I like to overlap them. I feel like it gives it a bit of a textured look to it. I also picked some darker color books to kind of fit with the darker color of the piece. We opened our garage door to give us the best light for when we take photos, and I will put those up here, and that is how we stage. Now Matt is painting the entryway table that you saw earlier. It has already been primed, and now it is upside down so that we can spray the hard to reach areas, and this is the paint color that it is going to be. It is the color Retreat. Now that it is turned up the right way, it is much easier to spray. And Matt is using the RZ mask. It is the M3. We love it, and you can find it in the description below. Again, this is the color Retreat. It is a perfect green color and one of our most popular colors.
All right, everybody, this little end table was dropped off a little bit ago, and we're trying to fix this on it. And I've used this stuff called Mohawk blush retarder on a few things, and it's really when it's got water trapped under the finish, like a hot plate sits on something for a while, or some kind of water gets down inside the finish and won't dry. And this stuff will help it dry, and you can go back and top coat it and not mess up the color any. I don't really know if it's going to work on this, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Wow. I'm
Now we are taking two pieces to the store. This is our gallery in a store called the Mercantile. It is in the Brook Highland Shopping Center in Birmingham, Alabama. So here is a little peek at our gallery. We have some prints for sale and some small gifts. Then when we got home, we filmed a YouTube update of Matt's brain cancer. And then we went back to work on that little table. We are going to sand off the old finish, and we are going to restore this. So here we are with the top. This is our Festool 6-inch orbital sander, and what you saw earlier was our 3x4 electric gray sander. We love them both, and they both serve different purposes. We started with a 120 grit on this Festool, and then we worked our way to 180 before we started staining. This is the stain. It is antique brown. We are only doing the top and this shelf at the bottom and color matching it to the rest of the piece, which we think that looks really close. This is like, we never promise a perfect exact match, but we think that we were very close on this one. When staining, we like to get a nice clean rag, and with every one or two passes across, we try to flip to a dry area just so that you have a consistent area of how much you have wiped off. And then at the end, do a final pass, making sure that you're going in a straight line and not making the rainbow arches, because you will see that in your finish. This is that final pass, and then it is time to spray a top coat over it. We were using sanding sealer, and then we were finishing up with our Enduro 2K. So here is the before and after of the entryway table in the color Retreat. This was painted. And then here is the look of the before and after of the restoration. Thank you for following along in the day with us. Make sure you like and subscribe for more.